Hello, this is Adolf. Welcome to the video lecture series on the course of Design of Steel Structure. This is the lecture number 4 on unit number 6, and in this video we are going to see a problem that is related to the unit number 6, that is beam. Let's go to the problem. A simply supported I-beam ISMB 350 is to carry an imposed load of 20 kilonewton per meter. The beam ends are resting on 250 thick walls with bearing plate with a clear span of 5 meter. The beam is laterally restrained and is made of mild steel. So laterally restrained beam, and it is made up of mild steel. Mild steel means Fy is equal to 250 Newton per mm square. The beam supports a floor slab. What we have to do is we have to check the beam section against bending, shear and deflection. The section properties of ISMB 350 are IXS 13630.6 into 10 to the power 4 mm power 4. Weight is 524 Newton per meter. Thickness of the web 8.1. Area 6671 mm square. D depth of the beam is 350 mm. Assume allowable bending stress, allowable shear stress as per code. So in this solution, first it is saying a simply supported beam. It is resting on a wall. It is resting on a wall. So it is resting on a wall. So this distance is, clear span is 5 meter. The wall thickness is 250 mm. So first we have to calculate the effective length L, capital L, because here it is given a clear span and the wall thickness. So effective length is from the center of the wall to the center of the wall. So here center of the wall is 5 meter clear span plus center of the wall is 0.25 divided by 2 plus 0.25 divided by 2. So it will comes as 5 plus 0.25 is equal to 5.25 meter. So this is the effective length. So first we find the effective length. Second, in the question it says assume allowable bending stress and allowable shear stress. So it is a laterally restrained beam. So allowable bending stress is sigma BC sigma BT is equal to 0.66 Fy. So Fy is 250, that is equal to 165 Newton per mm square. Newton per mm square. This is maximum bending stress. Then we have to find the allowable shear stress, that is average VA. Allowable shear stress VA is equal to 0.40 Fy, that is 0.40 into 250, that is equal to 100 Newton per mm square. So we assumed our allowable bending stress and allowable shear stress according to the code, as per the code we find out. And one more we have to find out, that is allowable allowable deflection. It is a simply supported beam. So L by 325, that is, what is the L? It is an effective span, that is 5.25 meter, that is 5250 by 325 is equal to 16.15 mm. So we assume our allowable bending stress, allowable shear stress and allowable deflection. We found out everything. Now we have to find for maximum bending moment and maximum shear force. So for finding out the maximum bending moment and maximum shear force, we need the W. So in the question, it gives an imposed load of 20 kilonewton only. It is an exclusive of self weight. So we have to find the total UDL it is acting on it. So total UDL is W is 20 is the load is acting on it, imposed load, plus the self weight of the beam is, in the question it is given as 524 Newton. It is in kilonewton and kilonewton per meter, and in the question ours is given in Newton, so we have to convert into kilonewton, that is 0.524. So W is 20.524 kilonewton per meter. So we found out the W also. Now we will find the maximum bending moment and the maximum shear force. So maximum bending moment M is equal to, it is a simply supported beam, W L square by 8. So capital. So W L square, that is W is 20.524. It is in kilonewton per meter into L is substituting everything in meter square by 8. So we will get 70.71 kilonewton meter. So this is our maximum bending moment. Next, the maximum shear force. V is equal to WL by 2. It is the simply supported beam. WL by 2. So WL by 2 is, W is 20.524 into L is 5.25 by 2. So the value is 53.88 kilonewton. So now we know the maximum bending moment and maximum shear force. Then we will go for the check the beam section against bending, shear force and the deflection. So first we check for bending. Check for bending. Already we found out the permissible bending stress. So we have to check this permissible. We have to check whether the beam section is safe or not. We have to check. So for the calculated bending stress or the calculated bending tensile stress, formula is M by I into Y. M by I into Y. So why we are taking is, in this question Z axis is not given, but Z formula is I by Y. So M by Z is equal to M by I into Y. So what is the Y? So Y is the from the depth from the neutral axis, how much the distance the compression and tension flange is located. So it is the beam section. It is the depth is 350. We know neutral axis lies in the center. So from the center, what is the y value here? It is 350 divided by 2. So m we already know. So m value is 70.71. It is in kilonewton meter. We are converting into Newton mm. So into 10 to the power 6 divided by Ixs is given in the question. 13630.6 into 10 to the power 4. Y value is 350 by 2 because this distance d by 2, depth by 2. So this value is comes at 90.78 Newton per mm square. So this value is lesser than the permissible bending stress. So our beam section is safe against bending. Safe against bending. So bending it is safe. Second, we have to check for shear. Check for shear. We already found the max permissible average shear stress. So now we have to calculate. We have to find the calculated shear stress. Formula is V by D into TH. This value should be less than or equal to permissible average shear stress, that is 100 Newton per mm square. So let's see whether it is lesser or not. So V value is, we already found it as 53.88 into 10 to the power 3 by D value is 350 into thickness of the web. It is given in the question as 8.1. So this value is comes at 19 Newton per mm square. So the calculated value is way lesser than the permissible average shear stress. So our section is safe against shear. Section is safe against shear. The third and the final check is check for deflection. Check for deflection. So we already found out the maximum deflection for a simply supported beam. So now we have to calculate the deflection. So for a simply supported beam, formula is 5 by 384 WL power 4 by EI. EI. This value should be less than or equal to delta max. That value is 16.15 mm. It should be less than that. Check, we will see whether it is lesser or not. So we know the W, we know L value, E value is we know common, that is 2 into 10 to the power 5, and I is given in the question. So we substitute every value here. This 5 by 384, W is 20.524 into L is 5.25 meter. We are converting into mm. 4 by E is 2 into 10 to the power 5 into I value is 13630.6 into 10 to the power 4. So the value is 7.44 mm. This value is lesser than the permissible deflection 16.15 mm. So our section is safe against deflection. Safe against deflection. So this is the solution for the problem. So this problem we found out the first we found out the effective span of a beam, then we find out the allowable bending stress, allowable shear stress, and the allowable deflection. Then we calculated the total uniformly distributed load, and we find the maximum bending load and maximum shear force. After finding the maximum bending moment and the maximum shear force, we went for checking for bending stresses, checking for shear stresses, and checking for the deflection. So this is the solution of the problem. So in the upcoming videos, we will do some more problems. Then you will clearly know how to design the laterally restrained beams. Thank you.